getting set up for the day. Give me 1 minute to say hello to you guys in the chat and we'll get started with our class. Technology is going to cooperate for now. So welcome to Los Angeles Bellydance Academy, streaming class link. Today's class, first hour is going to be drills, technique and drills, and the second hour we will take some of our moves that we've drilled up and we'll put them together in a combo. So before we get started, I have a few announcements. The first one, let me just check that I'm not getting. Okay. The first announcement is that we now have a website with our interactive group online classes going on. So those would be through the Zoom platform for now, where you're able to take class from wherever you are and you're able to see your instructor can see you, and get that really valuable feedback that is essential when you are building up your dance. I continue to study dance because if you are a dancer, you're also a student of dance for life. So I take with other master teachers, and I find that that interaction, although it's not as great as being in person, is still very valuable. And as a teacher, because I'm teaching classes as well, I love seeing the other dancers and getting that visual feedback of what moves should we continue to work on, what ones have we mastered. So to check that out, we have a special going on. It's a special price just for now. So you go to our website, bellydance.academy.com, and you'll see it's a very affordable price for unlimited classes for the month. So it's a monthly subscription or a yearly subscription. And for a limited time, you'll get that special price, and you'll be able to come to all of our classes that we offer on Zoom. So it's really a great deal right now, and we'd love to see you. And I'm personally getting a thrill out of seeing dancers from other places that maybe would never make it into our in-person studio. So, we have dancers coming all the way from Berlin joining us. So look it up if you're interested, and I really hope to see you there. Second announcement is that you'll see we have, some people have joined me in the studio, but it's legal for them to be with us here in the studio. They are our models modeling some of the items of clothing that we will be having for sale again on our website. The boutique is going live. We have a very extensive boutique here with pants and tops and wraps and costumes and hip scarves, and we're getting it all online, so you guys have access to it. So that's what this is here to remind you of. So check out our boutique online. We're adding stuff every day. If you need some more belly dance gear. So those are my two announcements. I do got a little comment coming in. It's Pepper. It's going to be really hard for Stefania and I not to hug you, Pepper, when we see you in person again, because you are our cheerleader at every class, and you put the smile on our face as we begin, so thank you. And then just for this class, an announcement, or as for all classes, dance with responsibility for your own body, be aware of your own limitations, and if you need any help or suggestions feel free to stick it in the chat box, but always take care of yourself and be safe. So my watch is not cooperating today. I'm going to reset our music and we're going to start our warm-up. Come on. Maybe it'll start working a little later. All right, breathe in. Reach up and dive off the cliff. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fall down. Roll it back up. Again, breathe in. Reach up before you dive. Hands on your thighs, flat back, look up. Exhale down and roll it up. 2 more. Inhale, glance, exhale down. And last one. Inhale, glance, exhale down, roll it up. Good. Open up your legs, bend those knees, let it shift side to side, and twist, and backstroke, and pull it across your body. Back to reach, and twist, and backstroke, and across your body. Good, your feet come together. You open your heart, chin to chest, roll it down, reach it up, and again. Open the heart, chin to chest, roll it down, reach up towards your camera, mirror, TV, whatever, and straight back. Don't forget to breathe. Last one. Good. Arms in front of you, diagonally. Come up and balance. Look side, center, side, center, side, center, side, center. Drop down to your heels, 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 heels. Double time. Up and give it a nice squeeze. Good. You can do full head circles if you want, or just semicircles, relaxing your neck from side to side. Good. And our shoulders roll back. 2, 3, 4. Elbows back. Pull arms back. Other way, shoulders roll forward. Elbows forward. And pull arms forward. And shake it out. Let's begin today with I usually start top of the body and make my way down. We'll begin with our shoulder shimmies. We'll move on to some chest, down to some camel, and we'll make our way to our hips. Hello, Erica and Stefania. Lock it down, a little squeeze, and then your thighs so that this part can move independently. Twist. Double time. Double time again. Double time. So this is a full shimmy. Make sure you're smiling and breathing. Let's walk. Step and step. Step, step. We're going to add our breath. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, double time. Up, down, up, down. shoulder. Let's go. Push, 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 and switch. Other side. And switch. Double time. Full shimmy. So this is the full shimmy. Other side. Last one. Good job, dancers. Let's do lift. We were already doing them when we were breathing before, but maybe now try to see if you can get this muscle to move up and in without having to go. When I use just my breath, hi Mary, oh Mary, these are for you. Upper body for you. I say that because she unfortunately, I hope she doesn't mind me telling everyone, she is amazing because she does have an injury right now, but she's able to use her upper body and really show you how much belly dance is about isolation, because she can do a whole dance just with her top half. So we're gonna go up and in, in. And what I'm saying is maybe try to leave this part of your body out of it right now. It's relaxed. And you're using this muscle up and in, up and in. Because if I only do my breath with that move, you're gonna see a little bit more strain in my neck, right here. You see the little wrinkles coming up there? And maybe I want this part to just be relaxed. So I wanna control it from here. And the only way to get that one built up is to eventually give it a chance. Maybe it won't be super high at first, but it'll get there. Up, 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 double time. Let's go down. Drop it, drop, down and out, down and out, down. So I say out because this is just relaxing. So your stomach kind of comes out for a second, but it's down. Down, 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 double time. Are you smiling? This is one of the ones where I really catch dancers giving it that and we have to say relax, relax the face, or if you're gonna have to make sure it's a smile so that the audience doesn't know how hard you are working. It's part of the magic of belly dance is that we make it look so easy even when it isn't. Let's do our chest slide so we can get into our circles. So this part here is going to push side to side. When it pushes, you should feel your shoulder almost kind of pressing down. It's your lat kind of pulling down there. This part is still, so that ever-present squeeze of the inner thighs should help you keep your lower half still as you are just doing this part. You could do this sitting in a chair. Add a slide, pattern, slow, quick, quick, slow. Slow, slow, quick, quick, slow. All right, let's do our circles. Push, front, side, neutral. Side, front, side, neutral. And inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, double time. Front, back, front, faster. And around, and around, and around, and around. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Faster, around, back. Faster, and around, and around, and around. These are our horizontal chest circles. Now we'll do our vertical. Vertical chest circles are going to use that lift, because we still have our slide. When we lift, then we slide, then we drop. And you have my permission to use your breath to lift your chest there. Side, up, side, drop, and inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, double time. Up, down, up, down, up. Faster, around, around, around. Other way. 1, 2, 3, relax. 1, 2, 3, and inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Around and down. Around and down. Up, down, up, and faster, and up, and up, and up. And as I think I've mentioned before in other classes, give your hands, your arms a job. Although we're focusing right here, you'll see that I put my hands a little bit lower than my hip bones. I kind of give it maybe not the most natural angle, but a way that it's clear that I'm doing something on purpose. I'm making a frame instead of maybe being too high up here or letting my hands come in that way. Great job, dancers. Making sure there's no questions. It's just a lot. Oh, it's Nicole. It's a lot of hellos, which I also value very highly. And there came a big one in. Practicing chest circles while sitting down is not bad. Yes, it's not bad. It's good. So if, let's say, like, heaven forbid you have an injury on the lower half and you want to practice upper half, you can sit in a chair. Just make sure that you are sort of sitting at the edge. That's what I would consider violin posture in a chair. So you sit on probably a hard chair and make sure that you're sitting with a straight back, sort of on the edge of the chair. I mean, obviously you can't just be reclining in your couch to get it, but that's going to help you. That's a good posture exercising, sitting kind of on the edge of the chair with a nice straight back. And it's true, then your hips don't have anywhere to go, so you're kind of forced to use those muscles and develop them. So even if you don't have an injury, it could be a good technique for isolation if you feel like you need a little bit extra practice with that. Let's go down to our camels. So, another comment, yes. Awesome. Let's go to our camels. So we're going to do our undulations. You see my feet? Maybe, yes. Back foot on the diagonal, front foot, toes towards your screen. That's very important, and when I teach classes and I say this position, everyone starts with it, and then it starts to melt away, especially if we change sides, and then I kind of glance up and I see that toes have started to go to the wall because you're like, oh, I'm cameling this way, and now I'm cameling this way. It always is going to be presenting a 3/4 of you, so you're going to need that toe pointed forward. It's going to allow you to get that little wrap up in here. Here, the wrap doesn't come as instinctively. You can kind of try to force it, but it's so much like, oh, right here, I keep the space between my legs closed by wrapping right here. So that really helps my whole posture and all moves that I'm doing. So my toes pointed forward, I step on count 1 and I inhale, count 2, I exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Switch your foot. Is it pointed forward? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Where are your toes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last time this slow. 1, 2. Are your toes pointed forwards? 5, 6, 7. Let's go faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Where are your toes? You might have noticed right at that last one I did something differently. When I teach the intro classes, because I'm really, for some people it's their first time listening and dancing to Arabic music, and I really want to emphasize that one that you have to step on. I do this timing of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I let them open the book. 7, 8. I let them tap so that they start to learn that a tap means ball of the foot on the ground and implies that the same foot is going to move again, which tells them that this foot comes down on 1. And it's giving them kind of a very even spacing, so that 1 is really locked in there because it's so important for dancing to Arabic music. You might notice that a lot of times in other combos and other classes, we kind of skip that 8 touch by suspending our foot in the air instead. So another option for changing sides is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, holding it, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then you have options for like how you could jewel your foot around, you could bring it around sort of fancier. But then you really have to make sure that when you finish, you didn't come across 7 and then start going to the wall. Because it's even more tempting when you're taking your foot and you have that suspension of 8. It's even more tempting to just plop it down and say, oh, now I'm going this way. So you have to even think even harder about bringing it around and then stepping toes straight towards your camera, towards your audience. This is the view that you want the people to see. This is not quite the view. It's just not, it's not as much, it's not as interesting. Yeah, I mean, you can kind of see something, but my arm's walking, even if I get my arm out of the way, it's not as cute as this one, where they can see the undulation, but they also get to see a lot more of your torso, of your body. So let's do a few camels with that new sort of transition, because I personally haven't done it in this class before, but if you caught it in other classes. Five, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where are your toes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where are your toes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hello! Why am I all the way up here? I'm all the way up here because as you step side to side, you must also move diagonally forward. If you are not moving diagonally forward, that might be a clue that when you are bringing your foot around, that you're stepping here. Because then you might over-rotate and say, okay, I'm going on the straight line here, and then I can over-rotate and go on the straight line here, and I'm still back here. However, if I come around and I step forward, one foot is in front of the other, so it's just naturally going to take me a little bit forward. One foot is in front of the other, it's naturally going to take me a little bit forward. So keep that in mind, that you will need forward space when you are moving side to side. Let's do some reverse camels. So you're going to sit. You're going to make sure that your tailbone is in line with the rest of your spine and that it's not here. You're going to press your pelvis forward. You can do this with a squeeze under the booty cheeks and then come up. Sit, roll up. Sit, pelvis middle. Sit, pelvis middle. Sit. Let's go faster and around and around and around. So you feel a little wheel on the bottom. Great. And since I was talking about this in another class where I can see the dancers in our wonderful Zoom classes, check out our website for more info. I wanted to point out that a reverse undulation, as all undulations really, can be done only here. You need your lower torso, like your lower abs, and this part. So you can do your undulations both reverse and regular from there down, or you can choose to involve the chest. So often when we do our undulations, we're breathing, which naturally lifts the chest and makes it part of the move. Some other undulations that we do, maybe we make them smaller, often because they're faster, such as our reverse step one, where I'm still breathing. There's a slight lift in my chest, but I'm definitely not choosing to do that move for my Egyptian style belly dance. Then same thing for reverse. You can choose to just kind of keep it very low in the lower abs, or you can inhale at the top, lifting your chest. A much bigger looking move. And if you're being cheeky, you can even involve your head if you want, so you can let your head be part of your undulation, depending on the style of dance that you're doing and how you want to accent the move. So we'll be doing some reverse undulations in our combo coming up, and it will have some chest in that one. All right, dancers, let's move on to our hips. So we're going to do our vertical hip movements, our staccato vertical hip movements. These are our sharp moves. To make our hips move vertically, we must bend our knees to give us the space to do it. If I straighten one knee, the back of my thigh moves to the back wall, and that makes my hip move. So everything is back and underneath myself. It is not to the side. So nice bent knees, back, 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 back. Let's go 8 on one side. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, put your weight on it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, other side. 4, 3, 2, and switch. 4, 3, 2, switch. 2, 1, 2, 1, single, single. Let's do it again. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, switch. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, other side. 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, and single, single. Let's do it double time. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Make sure your knees are bent, because that's where we get our power from the earth. Pressing the earth. Again. Pressing the earth. Switch. Switch. 2, 2, single, 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 single. The faster you go, the more you need to use the earth. The more bent you are on your knee, the easier it is to press on the earth. If I'm standing up straight and I try to press my weight on the ground, nothing happens. But here, I do have that movement. So I'm just thinking about pressing the ground and moving that thigh back. Let's do it with a raised foot. I had some dancers last week asking me about, like, do they have to do everything with the foot lifted? And the answer is, you do need to be aware of where your weight needs to go for certain moves, but you do not need, I guess, to have it as high up arched as I do. But you want the weight on the ball of your foot. So I'm going to put the weight on my ball of the foot. I don't want my heel to move. So for me, when I get to my balance point, that's where I have the most control over my heel not moving. And I happen to have kind of a high arch, so maybe it looks fancier than it is. But I want to press into the ball into the ground to get this hip to lift. And that's what allows me to do hip lifts with my foot lifted up. So got really fast. We'll get you back to the tempo. We'll practice our alternating ones. All right. So we're gonna do it in one foot first. So this is gonna be your left foot. We're gonna do it to the front, to the side. Now when it's to the side, keep it where your shoulder is. Don't go too far out because then you can't really bend your knee and get the weight there where you need it. And right behind you for the back. So we go 1, 2, 3, and we switch. 1, 2, 3, switch. 1, 2, 3, back to side. 1, 2, 3, switch your foot. 1, 2, 3, side. 1, 2, 3, back. 1, 2, 3, side. 1, 2, 3. One more time. Make sure your heel isn't moving, and your toes, where do you think they're pointing? It's forward. Switch. Side. Last one, 2, 3, 4. Wherever we are around us doing that move, my toes are pointed forward, forward, and forward. Let's do alternating. So I'm going to do one foot and then the other. So front, together, front, together, front, together, front, together, front, together, front, together. Let's add our hands for this one. So I go same arm and same leg. Where do you think your toes are pointed? It's still forward. Press and press. That moves my hip. Ball into the earth. Make that weight over the ball of your foot allows you to snap up the hip. Are you ready to go faster? Here we go faster. Press, press, press. Let's go side slow and slow. And remember just shoulder. Remember toes are pointed forward. Press and press and press and let's go faster. Let's go to the back. Slow and slow. And I often do the kind of glance behind me, like, oh. And you might do this, booty to the audience, you know. Let's go faster. Back to side. And front. And side. And back. Side. And front. And side. Good job, dancers. Let's go on to our opposite move. So those ones, we would call them vertical hip moves, and the accent is going on the up. So that means on those odd numbers, we have started with our legs bent, and we are pressing a hip up on a doom, on an accent. Now we're going to do the reverse, which are often called lockdowns. I frequently do lockdowns from a raised foot, and I use a lot of pelvis, but you can also do them flat-footed, which is coming up in our combo in the next hour. And to do them flat-footed, you're still going to need to bend your knees. You're going to start with your soft knees though, rather than maybe the bentest of knees, so that you still have room to bend. So stop like slightly bent, and the difference is now, instead of pressing up on the doom, now I'm going to go down. Down, 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 down. I use a little bit of slide, which we're going to get to, or weight change, we could call it, from side to side, rather than just kind of leaving it straight in the middle frequently. But you can use both. They're just kind of a different look. So if I'm going down straight, you'll see one hip come up and one hip go down, so it's gonna visually look very similar to when you lift alternating. It's just gonna be the opposite leg starting. So you have that option, or you have the option of sort of putting a little bit of more of a weight change in it, which takes one hip and sort of hides it because it's squeezed into your body, while the other hip gets a little bit more attention because it's sticking out a little bit more as you change your weight. So raise this up a little bit, and then we can do our drills for some downs. One of these things is gonna work. Bend knees. Let's go down, 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 other side, down, 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 down. Let's do 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Single, 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 go again. Goes 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, switch. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, switch. 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Single. Should we try faster? Let's try. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, let it go. Let go, let go, let go, let go. 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 2. Down, down. One more time. 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 2. Single, 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 single. I don't do that drill very often, but it's a good one. Why not? We go up, why not go down? Let's add variety to our life. All right, moving on to hip drops. Can I show that hip comes down slowly again? Don't be sorry. Do not be sorry to ask me a question. When you type in a question, you should be like, yes, yes, I am learning. I'm ready to accept this new information, and that's why I'm asking a question. Not allowed to be sorry for a question. It's just a matter of bending the knee. Hey, I just said don't say sorry for asking questions. Don't say sorry. I don't teach this one in my intro classes, so if you're here and you're learning it, pat on the back. It is the opposite of the hip bumps that we started out with when our knees were bent and we took the back of the thigh towards the back wall by squeezing and giving it a little straighten, pressing the foot into the earth. I think you can see in the mirror the way that this leg over here is coming back towards the wall, and that makes my hip come up. To do it the other way, I am still starting with my knees soft enough to the point that they're ready to bend. I don't want to start here in a locked position. We'll have access to them. So I am starting here where they're soft enough that I know I can drop it, and then this knee bends. So you can see in the mirror how it was next to its neighbor leg, and then it disappears because I bent this knee. And especially don't be sorry for asking questions as you're learning over there, and I'm in 2 dimensions, because usually you learn to dance and you're watching someone in 3 dimensions, so you could see, like, oh, that knee is moving here. I know it doesn't show as clearly. This knee bends, this hip part comes down. So it is exactly the opposite, and it's a new kind of drill. I might have done it last week, I don't remember, but it's a new drill for my beginner level students, so good job. All right, let's move on to our hip drops and hip lifts. Let's see what's gonna play. Ooh, its knees are little. All right, so we're going to start the same way that we did for our camels in our position. Diagonal, toes towards the mirror on the front foot, ball on the earth, and we press, 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 press. Switch the leg, press. Are your toes pointed forward? down, 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 down. So now I've gone opposite. I started with my foot here pressed into the ground, which let my hip come up, and now my accent's on the down. Down, 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 down. Switch your leg. Are your toes pointed forward? I sound like a broken record. Trying to explain broken record to my third graders the other day. Whew. All right, let's add some variation. We're gonna rainbow. Front, back, front, back, front, back. Do it double time. Front, back. Are your toes pointed forward? Double time. I know it's fast. Up, 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 up. Press in the ground, press in the ground, press faster. Press, 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 faster. Oh, I did too few of those. I know it's fast on that double time. What do we do when the music gets faster? We think less about our muscles. Well, our muscles are always there for us, but we're kind of thinking less about making big movements with muscle groups, and we're thinking more about the earth, because the earth is always there for us, and that little bit of contact of the ball of foot and pressing on it, you could bounce, you could shimmy there. As a matter of fact, there's a shimmy, like a hip shimmy like this coming up in the combo, because all of this is relaxed, and I'm just letting the earth be my power. So the faster it goes, kind of the more relaxed you have to be, which can be difficult at first because we're thinking, oh, it's fast, I gotta squeeze. But when it gets faster, you should be even lazier. Like, oh, I'm just gonna be so lazy, I'm just gonna press it in the ground. Press. So my hip is moving up less maybe than it would when I have all this time to press and swing. It's a smaller arc, but I'm just pressing my foot into the ground to get it to lift. I'm not really thinking about contracting my oblique at that particular moment when I'm needing to go pretty quickly. I'm thinking this is all relaxed to the point where if I just like let it jiggle, it'd be a shimmy. And the only thing really doing the work is this part of my foot. And I want to show you this dirty. But this part of your foot is the one doing the work when you're going faster. Let's do drop release. So press into the ground, your hip starts up, down, slide on a banana peel. Down and slide, down and slide, down and slide. Other foot, down and slide, down and slide, down and slide. Faster, here we go, down and slide, and down and slide, and down and slide. Switch. Last time. 3, 4, 5, 6. Switch the leg. 1, 2. I lied. Let's go ahead and finish out this phrase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4. I know it's gonna fade out. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. My brother helped me make that little song for us. Okay. Yes. Okay. Checking to see if there's any comments. So we're good on our hip drops, our hip lifts. We have some of those coming up in our combo in the next hour. Oh, I'm going. All right, time is of the essence. Let's move on to some of our curvy hip moves. So we're gonna start with our slide. Slide. Knees are straight. Teaching my beginning classes, watching students on Zoom on our new interactive group classes, it's really reminded me repeat things, because maybe when I'm here alone, I think, oh, you guys know that, but repeating things is not bad. It's the more that you hear it, the more it kind of gets into your subconscious, and it sort of makes its way into your system. So I hope you don't get offended by me repeating over and over again that your knees are not going to bend to get your hips to come out on your slide. Tucked, straight spine here with the tailbone under. Just use your weight change and a little bit of muscle to make it go bigger. It doesn't have to be big though. Slow, slow, quick, quick, slow, 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 quick, quick, slow, 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 quick, quick, slow, 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 quick, quick, slow. Press, come around the front, back. So we're going front half, get to the side, take it straight back. Side, straight forward. Side, straight back. Let's go on the music. Front, back, front, back, front, back, front. And hold, other way. Front, back, front, back, front, back, front. Hold. Switch. Front, back, front, back, front, back, front. Switch. Front, back, front, back, front, back, front. Today I want to show you a walking circle. A similar move is in the combo. So this is a side-to-side walk, but the most important thing to remember is that as we drilled up our circles just now, when we said, I'm on the side, it's on the sides that I go front and back. Then I come across, and once my weight's on the other side, back. Come across, when my weight's on the other side, front. Come across, my weight has switched sides, then I come back. It's the same thing when we're stepping out into the circle. But you have to sort of remind your brain that, because as you step, a part of your brain is going to tell you to put your weight there right away. Part of your brain is going to tell you to step and put your weight there. But as you're getting ready to step out there, your toes are kind of just feeling for it, you have to get your side front first. So when I'm over here, I go front, and then I come across, and that coming across the front is what allows me to put my weight onto the other foot. So let's not actually walk side to side right now, because in the combo it's just kind of a step out into it. But I want you to practice that, stepping out into the circle and thinking, I'm on the side, so before I go anywhere, I have to bring my weight front and then across. And then when I go to the back, that's when I can close my legs up. Now my weight's on the side, I'm starting to sneak out, but before I go, I gotta press my weight forward, come across the front, my feet come together and close it. Sneaking out, see my foot sneaking out, but I'm still over here. My weight's over here. Press it across and tuck it and hold. Let's go the other way. This foot is already snuck out, but my weight's over here. So I come forward first, bring it across, feet together. My weight's over here, so I'm pressing first, straight forward before my foot comes and sneaks out, come across the front and together. I'm still tucked here as my foot snuck out. Press forward, around, and sneak, around, and. So you might want to practice like sneaking out your foot and telling your brain like, oh yeah, my foot's there, but it's not, my weight's not on it yet. It's just sneaking out so that I can go into it. Sneak, go into it. Sneak, go into it. And that allows us to walk side to side. Now my tempo might be a little bit quick. Let me see. That's going to be even faster. How did I run out of time? I talked too much? Is that a question? Making sure saw something coming in. Disappeared. Let's try that. Sneak out, close, sneak, close, sneak, close, sneak, switch, sneak, close, sneak, close. like we weren't gonna move, but we're moving just a little bit. You don't have to move big. Sneak, close, sneak, close, sneak, close, sneak, switch, sneak, close, sneak, close, sneak, close, sneak. Good, let's do our figure eights. Soft knees, but knees are not involved. Twist, slide, slide, slide your weight, pull it back, slide, twist, slide, twist, slide, twist, slide, faster. Reverse, back to front. Good job, dancers. We covered that one in a lot of classes. Let's go to some vertical moves, vertical hip moves before we finish off. So these are vertical curved hip moves, I should say, because we already did our sharp moves. But again, we need a bent knee to allow for vertical movement. We're going to do our vertical circles, also called omis. I straighten this leg, I tuck in the middle, I straighten the other leg, and then I drop both or release. 1, 2, 3, relax. 1, 2, 3, relax. Squeeze in, up, down. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then straighten, tuck, straighten, relax. Straighten, tuck, straighten, down, straighten, tuck, straighten, down. And I say down at the end because notice you'll have to go back to your very nice bent knee stance so that you can start again. So let's try it a little bit smoother. So we go in, relax. Up, in, up, bend your knees. Up, in, up, bend, up, in, up, and faster. Faster. Let's go the other way. So this is up, in, up, relax. Up, in, up, relax. Up, in, up, relax. Up, in, up, relax. Bring it in smooth. I do pull in my lower abs there on the tuck, like I try to put them in as much as they can, and then I try to let them go as much as they can to give more dimension to my move. And faster. We got some omis in there, that's good because there's a lot of them coming up in the combo. Welcome, honey. So let me go to one of the things in the combo before we take our little break, and that's going to be our vertical hip circles on one leg. So these are another vertical move, but we're going to use our twist, same twist that we were using for the front and the back. We're going to twist to the back, bring our hip over, around. So if you have a pencil here, if you're drawing a circle on the wall, back, press, come over and drop. Twist, press, twist, drop. Twist, press, twist, drop. And as always, press means press the ball of the foot into the earth. Press, up and drop. Back, press, up and drop. Back, press, up and drop. Back, press, up and drop. Try your other leg. Toes pointing forward. Twist back, press up and drop. Twist back, press up and drop. Do keep in mind that you need to keep this area closed, and you reach to the back by twisting here, rather than by opening with your booty. So my twist is what allows me to reach back. but this part of my legs stays shut the entire time. And that's coming up in our combo in the next hour. There's a few other moves in the combo, so I'll drill them up. There's not too much more to the combo today. We'll review what we did last week, so if you weren't here, you'll catch on. And I'll go over a few of the moves that I didn't get to in this hour. Our combo coming up is to the song Zaina Zaina, which is a song you've probably heard before if you've done any belly dance classes. It's a special version made for us by our good friend and musician Hatem. So if you join us in our virtual academy, you will have access to some special music as well as all the classes and the training that you can then take that music and use it for your performances. So especially this one coming up, this Zaina combo, we'll do some combos and you're welcome to use that to structure your own choreography. But right after that, there's like a long section of what really just needs to be improv. So it's a good sort of song if you want to say like, okay, I know some combos I can use, maybe I'll vary them a little bit, and then maybe I'll make this improv section, make this my choreography. So if you're interested in that and you are welcome to take classes and privates for that, to work that up, please join us in our virtual studio for classes that we have Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, and more probably coming where you can really get that feedback and access to the music, so if you wanted to make a performance, and we'd love to see it. So I'm going to give you about a 10-minute break to get some water, and then we'll join back here so that we can continue dancing, learn our little combo. If you want information about our Zoom classes, check out our webpage, bellydance.academy.com, and you can also check out there if you're in the need for some belly dance gear, for all the dancing you're doing at home. Check us out, and I'll see you in a few minutes. check, check. Welcome back, dancers. Giving you a chance to regather so we can continue our class stream for today. If you're just joining us, thank you and welcome to Los Angeles Bellydance Academy streaming classes. You may notice there are less streaming classes than there were in previous weeks because we are moving some of our classes to our virtual academy. Check out losangelesbellydanceacademy.com for more information. I had to go double check because for a moment I was like, the price is too cheap. In the last hour I said there was a special price for joining our virtual academy, and I just double checked. It is $19.99 for a month subscription, which gives you unlimited access to our classes. Right now I believe there are 6 or 7 classes in our virtual academy. Those are our interactive classes with Zoom. So per week, there's about 6 or 7 classes, and for your $19.99 a month subscription, you can go to any and all of them. So that's a really good deal. And if I do say so myself, no. And I would love to see you, and I know the other instructors would love to see you, would love to give you personalized feedback if there's something that you're learning that you say, you know, I need a little help with this move, or I want to, you know, really work up a combo, a choreography. Join our virtual academy. You get access to music as well. So we have some tracks that belong to our academy. So if you wanted to learn something that we're teaching and perform it, those tracks will be there. There's special discounts for merchandise and lots of other goodies coming up as we continue to add more and more things. That's why you have this special price right now, but if you lock in your subscription now, you get to continue with that rate. So check it out. We are going to continue our class with our combos to Zaina. We've got a few new little combos to add into it today, but I'll go ahead and start from the beginning so that we can all learn it together. Isn't it? Hi, Juliana, welcome. All right. Since I have a few new people joining me, we'll go ahead and warm up again quickly. Breathe in. Dive off. Inhale, glance. Exhale, down. Come up. Again. Inhale, glance. Exhale, down. Roll it up. Open up your legs. Bend your knees side to side. And twist, and backstroke, and across the body, back to reach, and twist, backstroke, and across. Good, our feet come together, we open our hearts, chin to chest, roll it down. Reach up towards your screen, flat back up. One more. It's a mini version of the warm-up. Down and up. Arms at our side. Come up and balance. Get that squeeze. And drop, 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 drop. Double time. Up and squeeze it. Are your shoulders relaxed? Side, center, side, center, side, center, side, center, and relax it down. Good. I'm going to do a slight neck stretch by just gently placing my hand here and pulling down, rather than my head circles don't cooperate with my microphone quite as much as I'd like. And our shoulders roll back. And our elbows come back. Full circles back. Other direction. Shoulders coming forward. Elbows coming forward. And hold arms, circle forward. All right, let's get into the combo. It is option to show me or not, right, if I'm in pajamas. Oh, for your live interactive classes, of course, you know, we like you to say hello with the camera on. Just, you know, if we don't know who you are, just hello. But, you know, if you're feeling it's a moment where, I just gotta turn off the camera because I can't stand looking at myself or whatever, go ahead. Yeah, or you can wear your pajamas and we'd love to see them because I bet they're really cute. But yes, you have options regarding the camera usage on interactive classes. All right, let's get into our combo, Zena Zena. We're gonna start with those hip drops or lockdowns, really, that we were drilling up earlier in the class. So go ahead and start on whatever leg is feeling good for you, because you're just gonna teeter-totter it. For the little introduction section, down and omi. And again, you have my permission to omi in your preferred direction. Later on, I'm going to make a suggestion for one that alternates, but in this case, this is kind of a little bit fast. It's just a little introduction. Down and omi, down and reverse camel. And if you were with us in the last class, I talked about putting your chest at the end of it by lifting, so I am going to do that. Down and omi, down and roll it up. Down and omi, sorry, and then down and, but this time I'm going to make the move sharp. So I'm going to go tuck, lift, rather than kind of elongating the roll out, sharp, sharp. If you catch in the music, it's just a slightly different accent. And that part is going to repeat itself twice if you count that as a different pattern of a roll up, then go through sharp. Then do the whole thing again, roll up, do it again, sharp. So that's the little introduction. And again, this is our special version of Zena. So let's go ahead and do that one and see if you have any questions. Come on, music. There it is. I gotta catch the one, and I'll make it a little louder for you. Sharp. And sharp. So down and omi, down and roll it up. Down and omi, down and tuck, lift. Down and omi, down and roll it up. Down and omi, down and tuck, lift. That is introduction. Let's go one more time before we move on to the next part. I'll reverse feet for you. I'll see if my brain reverses for you. So next section, starting out, you're gonna start with your right foot. I'm gonna start with my left. It's gonna look like you're right. You're going to press. And this is like our basic Arabic walk. When you press, doom, doom. On the third one, you put your foot down and you do that circle, back to front. So on my third one, I plant myself, I twist to the back and pull it in. Then, once I get back to my neutral, I'm gonna bend my supporting leg and get an omi in there. So just as we practiced our omis this way, it's the same thing, but one of my legs is popped. So this knee needs to bend, your supporting knee needs to bend to let your omi come out. I'm going to suggest on this one that you allow the omi to continue from the circle, meaning it's going to flip-flop directions as we alternate feet. So if I come this way and I came back to neutral, I'm already sort of tucked in here, so it makes sense for me to continue my omid in a clockwise direction, it makes sense for me to do it that way. Because I'm already squeezed. As I come up here, I've already kind of lifted, and then I just kind of let it fall out into an omid as I bend the supporting leg. To me, it feels a little awkward to then put your omid in a counterclockwise position when you've just come in this way, and then to switch, it feels awkward. So I'm going to continue the omid from the direction I go. So it comes around on the third, around, cross, and come out. And yes, it's quick. And last time we talked about if you don't make it 360 around, it's okay. You can continue the same pattern to whichever place you landed at. So again, starting with your right foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now this foot's popped. Now repeat on your other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and see again. Now the omid's going the opposite direction that it was on the other side because you come from your circle in here and you're just going to let it continue going around. If that makes sense. So again, from the top, you're starting with your right foot, right, left, circle, omid, cross. Other leg. 1, 2, circle, omid, cross. And that's going to repeat 4 times in that section. So the cross unwind is on 8. It's pretty quick. That's why I'm just doing in and out arms rather than a full, push arms. Squeeze under the booty cheeks to make that happen. Let's take it from the beginning. Drop and drop and drop and lift. Press, press, circle, omid, cross. Questions about that first part before we move on to the next section? Any questions? Any questions? Or you can take them at any point in time. That's from last week, so if that went over too quickly for you, you can click back to last week's stream and catch it a little bit slower. Awesome. So I don't lie to you, I'm going to make sure that I'm reversed my feet again. You're going to start with your right, left, circle, omid, and you cross. Then you're starting with your left because you switch sides from that cross unwind. Left, right, circle, and cross. Back to your right, left, circle, cross. And your last one is going to be on your left. 1, 2, circle, and cross. Your weight is on your left foot. This is your left foot. When this is all over, when we go back to in-person classes, I'm not going to know what my feet are anymore. So that means you are stepping out into your right foot for that circle that we practiced in the last class, but your weight is here, so your weight stays here first and presses forward and across. So don't let your foot come this way. Let your weight stay here forward and across. And you're going to bop on the other side. Forward, bop, bop. That's a heel tap. Bounce, bounce. Then continue the circle around, twist, twist. So I'm still kind of in the back half when I give it a little twist and a twist. So again, your circle goes out this way, around, bop, bop. Come around the other side, twist, twist. Then you're going to reverse do the back side again. Maya, Maya, step with a little arabesque moment before we're going to cross. So again, the new part is we're stepping out this way Step, bop, bop, around, twist, twist, in, step. And you're going this way for your next move. Cross and hip and a hip, front and a back, that's it. Cross and little hip shimmy. Cross and you can do hip and hip again if you want, but again, inspired by Mary. We can duplicate much of our lower body moves in our upper body. You could do a chest and a chest, like we practiced in the last class, da, 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 little shoulder. Or we could do a little flutter, little lifts and drop if you want. Let's do that with the music. Make sure I'm telling you all the right directions as I reverse my body. Which part am I? Oh, there it is. There it is. Step, bop, bop, and around. Twist, twist, in and in. Airbags. And a front and a back. Little shimmy. Just for fun, you can alternate to your chest on that second run through if you want. Up to you guys. Or you could do the same accents twice. Going back to that same place, we'll do it again. Whoops. Not quite enough time. Still missed it. Gotta go faster. Bop, bop, and around. Twist, twist. In and in. Airbags. And a front and a back. Are we good so far? Ready for the next part? So if I'm not lying to you, we've ended here. Pretty sure I'm not lying. Let's see. We start this way first. Da 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 da. This is your leg that's free. We're gonna do those same lockdowns that we did before. 1, 2, 3. Twist it out. 1, 2, 3. Twist it out. So drop and drop. Give it a little twist, drop and drop, give it a little twist, yes. And I do kind of a let it go from ball to heel. Down and down, twist it out, down and down, twist it out. And now I'm going to shimmy, one foot, the other foot, one foot, the other foot. This is a drill also, as well as a move, but it's a drill that we do in our shimmy clinic, Zoom class at 7 on Thursdays currently is the time. If you have feedback about times of classes, let us know. At the moment, we are flexible, so nothing's really set in stone if you have concerns or questions about times. So again, the new part, down and down, twist it out, down and down, twist it out. Then I'm going to go ball heel, ball heel, ball heel, ball heel, while Egyptian shimmy. Ding, 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 ding. Plant your feet, give it an omi, roll it up. Take your foot, take your right foot, and cross, unwind to start again. So, new section. The second half, kind of the first half is very intuitive, I feel like, if I do say so myself. But second half, out, bop, bop, in, twist, twist. Come in, little arabesque, cross over, 1, 2, and 3, hip and a hip, 1, 2, and 3, little shimmy, 1, 2, and 3, alternate to chest if you want, 1, 2, and 3, little shimmy. This leg is popped, that means it's gonna go down and down, twist it out, down and down, twist it out, shift, it's one to the other, omi, roll it up. Take your right foot, cross it. It leaves your left foot popped to start again. If you're wondering why I have to stop before I say the foot name every time, it's because I am switching. Thank you, Juliana. I always think of these more as a combo because I am so purposely trying to do left and right sides for my brain's sake. but it could be a choreography. Hint, hint for anyone that wants to build up a choreography. Take the base, add to it, embellish it, make it your own, and then show us. Then we want to see the dancing. All right, let's do the second half again before we repeat everything on the other leg. Come on. Bop, bend around. Twist, twist. In and in. Arabesque. I forgot to alternate my chest, but you know what to do. Oh, that was the second half. I was too late in the music, so let's do the whole beginning part again. And I would consider this kind of the right foot led section. So we'll do that whole beginning part again, and then we're gonna walk it through on the left hand side. And then I get to take a break because right now I'm starting on my left. Omi, drop and drop and drop. Sorry, your right foot. I gotta smell myself left every time. Now you're on your left. Out. Bop, bop, and around. Down and down. Twist. Down and down. Alternate. Did you do it? Alright, I'll go ahead and talk about what that is so I don't run out of time to do the rest of the combo. You take at the end of your set, and it should kind of It is a little bit difficult because you place both feet on the ground to do an omi. So you might have to kind of give yourself a little moment to remind yourself in your brain that you're taking your right foot. And I take 2 moments because I go, it's my right foot, but I gotta do left because I'm mirroring it for them. So you take your right foot, you cross, it leaves your left foot popped, you're immediately going to hit it left, right, around, and alternate. Around and so all that should be familiar. Duh. That's all the same, it's just that you've now started on your left foot. And hopefully it should feel okay because you've already alternated it just by the combo itself. You end up now with your weight on this leg, so we're going to step out to the circle in the other direction. Out, bop, bop, come in, twist, twist, Maya, Maya. Make sure I'm not lying. Out, bop, bop, in, twist, twist, Maya, Maya. Step and arabesque the other direction. 1, 2, and 3. Hip and a hip. 1, 2, and 3. Digga, digga, digga. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Or you can do the same accent twice. Down and down. Ding, ding, ding. Down and down. Ding, ding, ding. Alternate. And here, now you're thinking, my left foot, my left foot, my left foot. And here's where I really always forget which one. You do your left, so you're gonna feel like your right foot is popped after that turn. So let's go once from the beginning to there, and then we're gonna move on to the new part. Questions, if you have them, type them. Let me catch the beginning. twist, twist, in and in. Down and down. Your starting foot. Step it out. Questions about that first part, go ahead and type it. If not, we go on. But you can always ask questions at any point in time. So, we finish the part that we've done twice. We just alternated feet, so that's a little brain trick to remember which side you are on. Sometimes the less I think about it, the better I do. The more I just let the feet steps into it themselves. So, you know, give it a try. If you accidentally go the same way twice, no harm. And in an improv style dance, no one would know. You can never make mistakes when you improv. So you can have that as your combo. Moving on to the next part. So the whole combo has alternated, and by alternating, your last time through, you are using your left leg to cross unwind, which leaves your right leg popped, which means I need to remind myself to use my right leg so I look opposite of you. You're going to have 3 hits, and we can go ahead and do them like slight side, 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 and then a step. You're going to have 3 hits and a step. The tempo is about to change. You heard it. It's going to get faster, so you're going to have to like catch that one pretty quickly. And you're starting with your right foot. 1, 2, 3, step. And then we're going to go into the phrase of music. So we kind of have like a little intermediary section where we're just doing hip bumps to take up our time and keep us on the rhythm. 1, 2, 3, step. This is kind of a whole grapevine-y combo. Sometimes you get on a theme and you keep going with it, so we are going to grapevine. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So really you're going to get to 6 before you stop and do something. Just the feet, I will 3/4 shimmy when I do it, but for now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And on 7, I'm stepping back sort of into my regular, like this is my stance that I would do to then continue the other side. But I'm putting my feet flat, I'm bending my knees, and I'm getting some ohmies out there. Because I hear in the music something that sounds windy, so it makes me want to do a windy move, and that's what I did. So you're going this way. Should be to your right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So 6 is getting yourself into position, so you're ready to do a 7 and 8 ohm. Now, going this direction, the pattern alters itself. I like to do grapevines that are kind of an alternate from the drill grapevines, because when we drill grapevines, you know, we kind of do this pattern, whether we're doing it in 4s or 8. So to change it up, the first time a teacher presented it to me, it kind of like blew my mind because my body was so accustomed to doing it one certain way. So I never want to get too comfortable. So we're going to change it up on the way back. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you probably know what's coming next because I have done this. I am going to turn. 5 is my preparation to turn. So I'm going to turn that way, which means I'm going to twist myself that way. It looks like my arm goes back a lot, or at least from the camera angle, it's like looking to me like I've suddenly flung my arm back there. But I've actually just twisted my whole upper torso. So my arms are still at that diagonal in front of me. It's just that now I twisted this top half, the same one we use for shoulder shimmies, to put it back there. And then I took your notes, not a super fast turn like in the first part of the combo. It's nice and slow. This is 5, 6, 7, 8. So you're gonna turn. Here's 5, 6, 7, 8. It's a little accent in the music. It's like your shoes are muddy and you're cleaning them on the mat when you come in. You kind of do that rub back. It's one of those back, which will hopefully get your skirt off the floor and give it a little floof. Careful if you're wearing high-heeled shoes though. You don't want to get it caught in your skirt, but it's a little accent to hit the music right there. So again, new section. We have 3 bumps. Start on your right foot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Begin the phrase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Go back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's try that with the music. You're going to start out on your right foot when the tempo increases. 1, 2, 3, and 2, 3, 4. I'll tell you the other side. It's the same thing, it's just the other way. I was talking too much, I almost didn't hear the counts. So again, when the music picks up, you have 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2. So you'll notice I just flipped, new word, flipped up my skirt. This leg is free. I have to continue my grapevine this way. I can't go back the way I came. So it's like grapevine interruptus with the turn, and then you keep going the same way you were going. Flip off. You're really starting the combo again, but you're going this way now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I will not, if I remember, flip my foot quite as much on that time. There's a slightly different accent in the music. And I also want to make sure that I'm just ready to start my next move. So I'm gonna try maybe not to do as much of a that one because I don't hear the accent in the music. We want to differentiate. Let's go back to that part. So that's the combo is already kind of switching directions there for you. On your right foot with the bumps coming up. Do that one more time again. We're good on time. I'm glad we changed our camera in a little bit, our angle a little bit, so I have some more space side to side because it is going to take you pretty far side to side. You'll start at your center point, you'll kind of travel to your edge of your stage, you'll get back close to your center, and then you're going to travel off center again and have to go a little bit more to the other side of your stage before you return and do the whole thing again twice. I hope I'm making some sense. Let's do that part again. If you have any questions or you need me to go over any part slower, please let me know. Too soon. Remember to start on your right foot. You can take it in from here. So take your left foot and you're going to cross. Sorry, take your left foot. You know this is your left foot. Cross. 1, 2, 3, and time, so I'll catch it and not be talking so much. I want you to lead into it, so leading in from the prior combo, you're ending up with your left foot, crossing, leaving your right foot ready to hit and a hit and a hit, and then cross that direction for the grapevine. Too soon. Let's give myself enough lead in time here. Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. 1, 2, 3, and. Sound effects are not necessary, but that's what I'm thinking in my head. And sometimes saying out loud is that little before I start again. And then, like I said, the second time through, I don't do it because I don't hear that little da-da-da in the music. Not sure what comes through as well over there through the interwebs, but remember that this is one of our special songs available coming soon on the Virtual Academy. We'll get those links up soon. So, we finished that new section. We're ready for the very last bit that I have for you today. Actually on time for once. Now we'll probably over talk through it. So you're ending up with a little kind of arabesque, taking yourself, you're gonna do 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. There's a lot of moments in this dance that I feel like a 3 and then a something. It's a pattern. So 3 little steps and then a little something. I'm gonna pull down on my lat and give it a little angle. 1, 2, and 3, and a little angle. 1, 2, and 3, and a little angle. And take my hip, swing it back and front. So we didn't get to figure eights in this particular class, but I've done them in a lot of other classes. This is like an infinity side on one hip. Twist to the back, press, come in, relax at neutral, twist to the front, press, come in. So it's a backward circle and a frontward circle. Back and front. And it's super teeny tiny because it's fast. Back, front, and ending in a tuck, gonna reverse it up in a reverse undulation. Back, front, reverse. Feel free to do whatever wiggles feel good to you in that moment. So it's just a little wiggle moment. Back, front, reverse. I think there's a little shoulder semi-accent there at the end. So again, this new section is 3 steps and a something. And you can make your own accent. That's why I say this combo can be a base for your choreography, because you can take some of the footsteps and then maybe you want a different accent, you want to change up the accent so they're different every time. There's no reason they have to repeat exactly. It's kind of like a skeleton there for you. 1, 2, and 3. Da 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 da. 1, 2, 3. Little shimmy. 1, 2, 3. Little shimmy. Back, front, roll. Little shimmy. Then I'm going to do the same 3 steps again. 1, 2, and 3. But this time I'm going to do a hip shimmy. 1, 2, and 3. Little hip shimmy. 1, 2, and 3. Little hip shimmy. And to end this combo, it's not exactly the same. I'm going to cross up, down for the chest as the accent. So instead of doing the same little whoop, at the end, the music's a little different for 1, and for 2, I want to make sure that when we start again, we are now starting our combo again on the other leg. So that's why we're going to cross right there. So the new section, after our little alternating grapevine, we're going this way. Take 3 steps, do an accent. Take 3 steps, do an accent. Take 3 steps, do an accent, wiggle it out. Again, take 3 steps, do an accent. Take 3 steps, do an accent. Take 3 steps, do an accent, cross, and lift, drop. That's the end of the combo, and all you have to do now is learn it on the other foot. Don't forget you're crossing with your left foot to lead into the combo. Take your left. Press, press. 5. Cross, 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Familiar? Any questions before I'll walk you through that other leg, and then we are done. We'll have learned everything. And the rest of it, like I said, it's almost talk-scene. There is you can kind of hear the chorus and you can hear the drum beat underneath, but there's a melodic instrument. It sounds kind of like a flute. I know that it's Hatem on his amazing breathing machine that connects into the keyboard. That really requires improv after this part. So I'm going to walk you through the other side. So now we're going to grapevine this direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why I'm always yelling out 5 is because that is your get ready. 6, 7, 8. Cross. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just bring it around 8. 1, 2, 3. Dee dee dee. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Three shoulders, and then the same hip that we did before. Sorry, back first. Back and front leaves me in my tuck to reverse up. Back and front, reverse little shoulder. Back and front, reverse little shoulder. This leg crosses. 1, 2, 3. Front and back. Oh, sorry, wrong part of the combo. Like I said, the pattern happens a lot. This 1, 2, 3. Hip shimmy, and you'll probably hear the music as a slightly different sound than before. 1, 2, 3. Hip shimmy. 1, 2, 3. Hip shimmy. Cross. Tempo changes again, so instead of up, down, I'm just going to roll it down with a shoulder shimmy. You'll hear a little, a stringed instrument making a little plucking sound, which is kind of an inspiration to shimmy at that moment. So let's take this new part one last time, and then we're going to do it from the top. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 2, 3, 4, 5. Back and front, roll it up. Stepped on something sharp. Questions about the new part? Are you ready to move on to the new section? I'm sorry, I lied. Not to move on to the new section. Are you ready to do the whole thing? You can hear it right now. It fades out, and here comes the melodic instrument that takes over. And you have a rhythm, but you're going to want to follow this, and so you're going to need to improv. That's coming up. All right. From the top, from the tippy top. If we like this one, we can do it again one more time next week. But then I'll probably move on because, like I said, the rest of it is mostly improv. But it's a nice song for you to take and have, you know, like you have half of it choreographed, and then you can sort of add on, embellish. Am I okay? Yes, I'm okay. Stepping on something sharp is you know, part and parcel of being a dancer that dances barefoot. I'm good. I'm sure it was just like a little bead or a sequin, you know, and it just hits you in that one moment. I'm good. My feet are pretty tough. All right, from the top, starts with those drop hips and the omis. See if I can get the right number in this time. Down and down. Shimmy. Alternating foot. Step it out. Bop, 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 and 5, 6, and 7. Cross, 1, 2, and 3. Hip. Cross. One more time. Last time through, dancers. I'm gonna catch it. Press. Step it out. Oops, I went the wrong way. Oh, dancers, I went the wrong way. I don't want to leave you going the wrong way because you're going to be like, what? She said to go that way. One more time. alternate. Press, press, press. Go! All right, take that nice deep breath. Sink it down. Your booty comes up first, then the rest of your body rolls up through. Take your big beach ball. Let it brush the ground. And come up, and then go the other way. Brush the ground, come up. Feet together. Sigh it out. Give yourself a hug. And we will see you back here this weekend, I believe. The rest of our classes, Wednesday and Thursday, are on Zoom. Check out our virtual academy on LosAngelesBellydanceAcademy.com. $19.99 unlimited classes, of which we have about 6 a week on Zoom. So we hope to see you there. Thank you for dancing with me, and I'll see you next time.